Hello, guys. You are welcome to today's live. If today is your first time watching my live, you are welcome. And please do well to share this live to your friends so that they also know of this important opportunity for overseas teachers. So, if you are a teacher, this is for you. So this is what we are going to look at J1 visa for teachers and the H1B visa for teachers. Now this is for um teachers outside United States. So if you want to teach in US, if you're a teacher and if you want to teach in US, this is the right video for you because we are going to dive into everything that you need to know about the G1 and the H1B opportunity for teachers. Don't think you can't teach in United States. Okay, so if you're in Nigeria, Ghana, any part of Africa, Asia, um, and if you want to teach in the United States, you can teach provided you meet the requirements and what they are looking for. So if you join, please let me know in the comment section. If you don't understand anything, just leave it in the comment section and try to share and like this live so that others can also join. All right. So as the thumbnail shows and as you can see from the other side, J1 visa for teachers, things you must know, and then we have the H1B. So this is what we are going to look at. So what is the H1B visa? When I say the H1B visa, so the H1B visa is a temporary work visa for specialty occupation, including teaching. So this is a type of visa that the US government gives to specialty occupation. And with this specialty occupation, teaching is one of the specialty occupation in United States. So if you're a teacher, you can apply for this visa, but you need to have some requirements. You need to meet some requirements before you can apply. So the H1B is for specialty occupation. Teaching is part, most IT career is also part. There are a lot of occupation that involves, but our focus is on teaching. Now, what is the eligibility for the H1B if you want to apply through the H1B visa? Now, with the H1B, you must have bachelor's degree or higher in the relevant field. You must have bachelor's degree or higher in a relevant field and a job offer from a US employer. So first, before you can even apply for the job opportunity, you must have a degree in a relevant field, which is education. And there are some subjects that they do recruit overseas teachers on, especially science, maths, physical education, and then sometimes English, early childhood, and elementary teachers. So these are the people they normally recruit to to US. So you must have a bachelor's degree in education, either in science, either in mathematics, either in social studies or any educational course that they recruit on. So that is the first requirement. Please, I see that three people have joined, so you can share so that others can also join this live and try to like, and you can leave your comments if you don't understand anything. So that is it. Now, degree is the first step. And also, you need to have a certificate which is equivalent to US standard. And for you to know that your certificate that you're holding is equivalent to US standard, there is an international body that do evaluation of your credentials to determine if it meets the US standard or not. So you need to submit your transcript, that is your educational transcripts. Let's say you completed degree, that is 4-year degree. You submit your transcript to these international bodies, either Patron or WES, and it comes with a fee. Yes, with Patron, if you use the discounted list, the discounted link, you'll be able to get a discount, and you pay only $150 for the evaluation. And if you use the normal Patron, their website through without the discount, it will cost you $190 for the course analysis, which is also for the teacher's analysis. So that is it. So you need to have a degree, and you need to have your credential evaluation. Now, after getting the credential evaluation, then you can start searching for employers who are recruiting from overseas. Now, we are looking at the H1B first. Now, with the H1B, you can also apply for the H1B if you did, let's say, you did diploma in education, but when you were doing your degree, you did degree in maths without education. You can also qualify to apply if your credentials meet the standard that they are looking for. Okay, so that is one thing about the H1B. That is what you call the direct hire. With a direct hire, you can go with that. But when it gets to the J1, that is not going to work there. All right, so that is it for the H1B. And also, those who applied for, those who completed the um, training college or the diploma in education, you did 3 years diploma, and after that you completed either 2 years degree course. You also qualify to apply for this opportunity. Okay, so you need to evaluate your credential to see if it meets the requirements. All right, the next thing, duration of the H1B. How long does the H1B takes? So for the H1B, initial valid it's valid for 3 years for H1B with maximum stay of 6 years. So with H1B, you'll be getting a job offer which will allow you to work for at least 3 years and a maximum of 6 years. So you can stay in the United States for 6 years through the H1B, 3 years, and which is subject to renewal. Okay, so you can stay in US for 6 years. And then another opportunity that you can get from the H1B is that um, you can get permanent residence. Okay, yes, your employer can apply for permanent residence for you. There are some schools, district that apply for the permanent residence. Okay, so after your 6 years, you can also become a permanent resident in USA. Let's look at the work restriction. Work restriction with the H1B. Now, with the H1B, can only work for petitioning employer. Okay, so if employer um, file for you, you only have the opportunity to work for that particular employer in United States. You can't work for any other employer aside the employer who filed for you. So that is the work restriction. So you are only entitled to work for the employer who filed your application for you. So that is one of the things about the H1B. Now, family, spouse, and unmarried children under 21 can accompany the H1B holder on an H4 visa. So let's say you apply for the job, you get a job offer, so you can move with your husband or your wife and your children under the ages of 21. Okay, and those people are going to apply for the H4 visa. Okay, so that is it. But what one disadvantage of the H1B is that if you move with your wife is not entitled to work. Your wife cannot work. Okay, your wife cannot work unless he also seek sponsorship from other sponsors. Okay, so with H1B, you can move with your wife, but your wife cannot work. Path to permanent residence. So I have already said this. So with the H1B, you can get your permanent resident or your green card through their employers. So you can get it through your employer. Now, that is it for the H1B visa. Now, let's talk about the G1 visa. Please let me know in the comment section if you don't understand anything, or do well to share, like, and also comment. Now, J1 visa, what does it mean? Now, J1 visa, what is the purpose of the J1 visa? Now, the J1 visa is non-immigrant visa for exchange visitors, including teachers participating in cultural exchange program. So the J1 visa is normally termed as the cultural exchange program, which include teachers. What is the eligibility for the J1 visa? The eligibility is the same as the H1B. You need bachelor's degree or higher or in other relevant field, and then you need a US employer to also sponsor you. Work restriction can only work for sponsored organization. So with this J1, you only have the opportunity to work for the employer who filed for you. But the advantage on this is that if you move with your wife can also work. So that is the difference between the J1 and then the H1B. And then the J1 is about the agencies. You apply through the agencies. So the agencies will handle everything. But with the H1B, you apply through the school district. So that is the differences between them. Now, your wife and children under 21 can also accompany you to US, and they also apply for the J2 visa. Now let's look at the permanent path to permanent residence. So we said when we were looking at the H1B, we said with the H1B you can become a permanent resident, but that is not the case for the J1. For J1, um, you don't qualify to become a permanent resident on the J1. Okay, so not eligible for a green card directly, but can apply for H1B or other work visa after completing the J1 program. So after completing the J1 program, you can also apply for the H1B, and through that you can get your permanent resident, and other route through which you can get your permanent residence. So that is it about the H1B and the J1B and J1 visa program for teachers. So if you're a teacher, this is the opportunity that you can take. There are lots of school districts that are recruiting now. So I'll be coming out with more videos showing you guys the school districts in various states that are recruiting with visa sponsorship. Now, quick recap. Key differences between the J1 and then the H1B. For the H1B, visa is temporary work, whilst J1 visa is for cultural exchange. Another difference, H1B visa requires a job offer from US employer, whilst J1 visa requires sponsor organization or through agency. H1B visa has longer duration and can lead to permanent residence, whilst the J1 visa has shorter duration and does not directly lead to permanent residence. So if you're a teacher, you just consider two of these pathways, the one that you think is good for you. You just choose. Good luck as you start your journey to teach in United States. See you in the next video. Bye bye.